Discover 51 of the best traffic sources that major brands and super affiliates use to flood their sites with tens of millions of visitors every single month. Now, during the course of these videos, if you see something that's in red or with an asterisk, it's because I think it's either a great traffic source or I think you could benefit from the information that is at that website. That being said, let's jump right into it with PPC advertising. PPC advertising, it stands for pay-per-click, and pay-per-click advertising is one of the most widely known and used forms of online advertising. Advertisers are able to choose the keywords they would like to target and set the amount of money they will pay on a per-click basis. That's very important. With PPC advertising, you're only paying for results. Now, with PPC advertising, advertisers are usually bidding against other advertisers, which can greatly inflate the cost for popular keywords. Now, all that being said, let's jump right in and go ahead and take a look at this first PPC advertising site, which is going to be Google Ads. Google AdWords, they are the most well-known and also the biggest of the PPC networks. Google AdWords is where a lot of people get their start with PPC advertising because they offer a lot of training videos on the inside. There's also a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of help available and a lot of tools available to help you find the perfect keyword. Okay, Google AdWords is just a fantastic site. The drawback, probably the only drawback to Google AdWords, is they can be a little bit more pricey than most of the other PPC networks out there, and they also do have some very stringent rules. But if you can abide by those rules and if you can afford to pay their prices, Google AdWords is generally going to be able to send you the most amount of traffic. Now, another great PPC advertising resource is going to be Bing Ads, and you can find them right at advertise.bingads.microsoft.com. And as we can see, they have a nice interface here. A great thing about Bing Ads is they're generally not as expensive as Google AdWords, not as restricted either. They're a little bit more lenient than Google AdWords. And the drawback is they don't have as much traffic as Google AdWords. Now, that being said, they are a great resource. They have a lot of training information at Bing Ads. There's a lot of help, tools, training, things like that that are available at Bing Ads. So I definitely recommend that you do check out Bing Ads. Now, another site that you're going to want to check out is going to be Site Scout. Site Scout it's really popular with a lot of internet marketers. It's not as big as Bing or Google AdWords, but they do have some nice features, and some people do really like Site Scout. They do have a real-time bidding platform where you're able to see exactly what you're going to be paying. It's a self-serve platform, so you can get your ads up generally really quickly. You don't need a lot of money to get started with Site Scout, and you don't need a lot of money with Google or Bing either. So that's something to keep in mind. But you can see they have all sorts of help in their section. You can learn all about Site Scout, all their terms, things like that. Generally, they are a little bit more lenient than some of the top tier search engines. And hence, you're going to get a little bit different type of traffic than you will. It's not going to be necessarily as good a traffic as you're going to get directly from Bing or from Google AdWords, because they're generally coming from secondary sites, not right from the search engines. But all in all, a really good site for PPC advertising and some other forms of advertising they offer as well. Now, one more PPC primarily advertising service is going to be LookSmart. LookSmart has a lot of different ad types. They do different type of advertising, and you can see, you just click on the LookSmart for advertisers, and they're going to give you a breakdown of what their service offers. You can see they do have over 2 billion queries a day, so they're going to have enough traffic to get you going. They have good CPC prices. They allow all kinds of third-party tracking. They have some good technology, and a lot of people really do like the LookSmart platform. They're definitely not as big as the bigger PPC advertising platforms, though. So that's something to keep in mind. And there is also a few other PPC advertising platforms. The first one we'll talk about here is going to be 7Search. Now, 7Search, it's popular with a lot of marketers. 7Search, they do offer generally better return on investment than Google or Bing. They're also going to have better prices. They're definitely going to have less traffic, though. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. You're not going to get nearly the amount of traffic that you would with Google. But that being said, they do offer really good support. And like I said, they do have good price. You can learn all about them if you just go to 7search.com and just click on the advertise link. They'll give you the breakdown, show you the different tools and different programs that they offer. All in all, 7Search is a pretty good company. Now, if you are across the pond or if you're from the UK, you might want to take a look at Search 123. I'm not real familiar with Search 123, but I have heard a lot of marketers from the UK talking about Search 123, and I see that they do quite a bit of volume. So to learn about them, you just go to search123.uk.com and you can click on their advertiser programs and learn about the different programs that they do offer. It's primarily PPC advertising, pay-per-click advertising. And then the final one that I want to talk to you about is Bidvertiser. Bidvertiser, it's definitely a second-tier network, and they offer many different advertising products. What we're mainly concerned with here is their PPC. They allow you to either advertise by a category or directly on certain websites. You can see over here on the left the different verticals they're in. They pretty much cover all the different verticals, and they're very easy to get started with. You can just sign up. They'll show you all the different ad formats that they have, their search volume. All in all, Bidvertiser, it's a pretty good PPC search engine. That's going to cover the PPC advertising resources. I hope you enjoyed the video.